Disclaimer: the following is a true crime-style dramatization of pre-existing fictional media. The rights to said media belong to their respective rights holders, and any resemblance to persons living or dead not stated in the original media is merely coincidental, and honestly, would be pretty wild.
Hello and welcome back to Real Strange Tales, where we delve into the strange, violent, mysterious, and macabre tales that take place in our real world. I'm your host and narrator, Mike Howes, aka Slaughterhouse.
And I am also your host, Cody McLaughlin, aka Cody McLaughlin.
Nice, because we're doing one about a clown.
Doing a what now?
The episode, it's about a clown.
Oh, wild. Okay.
You didn't know that?
No, I forgot.
Then why was your name Cody McLaughlin?
Oh, I misread my actual name.
But you said your actual name and followed it up with an AKA before that, and I don't write that part.
Yeah, check your privilege, please.
Alright, I'm gonna get on with the show then. Tell me...
Get on with the show!
No, tell me was a separate thought, part of my introduction to the story.
Get on with the show.
Alright, tell me, Cody, are you familiar with the program Live with Murray Franklin?
No. Is that like a late night thing?
It was, yes.
Oh, absolutely not. If it doesn't have Conan in it, I'm not about it.
That's fair, but you've never heard of Murray Franklin?
Nope.
Alright, well, we're going to find out a bit more about him in a bit, and the tragedy that changed late-night television, and the trajectory of Gotham City forever.
Gotham? That shithole?
That's not cool.
It is a shithole, though. I haven't met or witnessed a damn person from Gotham who isn't batshit crazy. Wait, you said something about a clown?
Yep, this is a long, sad story. It's going to take us a bit to get to the late night and clown stuff, so bear with us here.
Why are you speaking like I'm on your side? If you get boring, I'm leading the crowd of pitchforks after you.
Fair enough. Let's get started with this story. The Joker Riots.
By 1981, the ongoing sanitation strike had resulted in the streets of Gotham being covered in garbage, with bags stacked several feet high along every sidewalk, against every building, and in every alleyway, leading the town's exterior to look as grimy and uninviting as its residents felt its underbelly always had been.
They're just living and moving around in their old trash like it's not disgusting? I can't even.
What was that?
Shifted my chair, rustled around some old beer cans.
Why didn't you clean them up before we started this?
I'll get around to it, every woman I've ever known.
One particular example of Gotham's furthering decay was Arthur Fleck, a clown for hire that performed at birthday parties, twirled signs for local businesses, and for anything which one would require a clown.
Oh, you mean like a bachelor party?
Do you think clowns are a normal occurrence at bachelor parties?
At the good ones, yeah.
I think the paid entertainment at bachelor parties are usually of the sexy variety, man, like magicians or strippers.
Right, yeah, or clowns.
Are you trying to hit at what you want for your bachelor party?
I mean, I'm sure it's a bit pricey, but I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Okay, I'll see if there are any for hire sexy clown ladies in the area.
Oh, don't make it hard on yourself. Doesn't have to be a lady.
Okay, good to know. That'll probably make the search easier.
It's more so the concept and the outfit that I'm into. Oh, and the face paint.
I'm going to clear my throat now.
Arthur was in his 40s and lived with his mother, who had raised him alone as his father was out of the picture. The two had come to depend on each other for everyday function.
He's in his 40s and still lives at home?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Arthur and his mother Penny both had a history of mental illness, with Arthur even having spent time committed to a psych ward and still paid regular visits to a therapist. Arthur also suffered from a neurological condition that caused him to laugh uncontrollably, primarily at inappropriate moments where he felt uncomfortable.
A clown that can't stop laughing? But that's what they're supposed to make you do. It's like
You good?
I'm trying to think of a comparison. Like a chef with an eating disorder.
I understand what you're going for, but that's just kind of sad.
Yeah, never mind. The real thing is like a hypothetical thing. Please continue.
Arthur dreamed of being a comedian, often attending local comedy shows where his laughing fits regularly caused a disruption, as well as watching his idol Murray Franklin on the TV.
Oh, that's the guy you said. So he gets to meet his idol, I'm assuming? That's nice.
Who's your idol?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, and I think ours would match.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, so let's both say ours on three. 1, 2, 3. My
Dave
best
Grohl.
friend Mike. Oh. Dave Grohl? You don't even play music.
Yeah, but he's so cool.
Yeah, alright, you got me there.
During a sign twirling gig, Arthur was attacked by a group of teenagers who stole his sign, then beat him with it.
Kids are awesome.
One of Arthur's co-workers gave him a gift to protect himself on the tough streets of Gotham. A revolver.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, it's never a good idea to...
Oh my god. I just thought of it. What if some clown is pointing a gun at you and he can't stop laughing? That would be creepy as shit.
Shortly afterward, Arthur's revolver fell out of his pocket while performing a dance for sick children at a hospital, resulting in his firing.
Alright, I'm gonna say it now. Without doing any research, that is without a doubt the funniest thing a clown has ever done.
On his subway ride home, Arthur was confronted by 3 men, all of whom worked for Wayne Financial. A fight ensued, and Arthur used the revolver to shoot one in the head, one twice in the torso, and the third in the leg.
Jesus. I mean, holy shit, he had the gun for like 8 seconds.
Arthur then followed the man he shot in the leg as he escaped the subway, catching up and emptying the gun into him before fleeing the scene and leaving the 3 bodies behind.
So he obviously got arrested the next day or something. Somebody had to have seen that, right?
Nope. He bailed. A witness saw a clown, but there was nobody to live stream it, and forensics weren't quite where they are today, so yeah, nothing.
God, you really could just get away with anything in the 80s.
As police attempted to ID the suspect, the boss of the 3 slain young men and Gotham mayoral candidate Thomas Wayne came out to condemn the slayings.
Well, obviously, he's not going to come out and say, well, that makes payroll easier, but wait, whoa, did you say Thomas Wayne?
I did say Thomas Wayne.
Why does that sound familiar?
You'll see in a bit.
Thomas Wayne claimed that the attack was the result of a long brewing class war between the rich and poor in Gotham, that the unidentified killer, only linked to his clown costume, was envious of the wealth that Wayne and his employees possessed, and this was a form of anti-rich sentiment.
Oh, I don't like this guy, but you know what?
What?
Rich, poor, they were all in the same subway.
That's profound.
Hell
I think.
yeah, that's what I was going for.
The public statement was conflicting for Arthur, as his mother was always obsessed with Thomas Wayne and possessed great admiration for him.
Like my mom with Elvis,
Or my mom with Joy from My Name is Earl.
or my mom with Jesus,
Or my mom with Rochelle from Everybody Hates Chris.
or my mom with Jimmy Buffett.
Or my mom with Jessica from Fresh Off the Boat.
Dude, your sassy mom loves sassy moms.
Real recognize real.
Arthur's downward spiral sped up when Gotham announced it was cutting its budget, directly impacting the city's social programs, cutting off access to his medication and therapy.
Oh, honey, no, don't do that. That's never pretty.
But Cody, the city saved some money.
Okay, when I can tell you're sarcasming on me from the beginning, I really don't care for it.
1, I don't like your phrasing. 2, I think it was on purpose. 3, don't make eye contact with me when you say shit like that.
Arthur had worked up the courage to take the stage himself at the local comedy club. However, he suffered a laughing fit and didn't manage to successfully tell a single joke. The crowd was unkind.
Ugh, crowds don't play. I remember when I tried doing stand-up.
I never heard about this.
Yeah, now you know why.
Was the crowd cruel to you?
Honestly, they were actually pretty cool, but this dude that bombed did not have a good time.
Then why didn't you tell me?
Oh, because all of my jokes were basically just stolen from you.
Oh,
Yeah, they liked them.
Arthur's ego received a boost when Gotham citizens, feeling burned by the actions of the city and in retaliation to Wayne's comments, began to protest in clown masks, inspired by Arthur's anonymous slaying of Gotham's elite.
Oh, that's why all those Redditors in Gotham have those clown shirts nowadays, isn't it?
Exactly.
Ooh, I'm piecing it together.
Arthur found a letter that his mother had written that revealed Thomas Wayne was Arthur's real father, the result of an affair they had when she was part of his staff.
Yo, that is saucy.
Saucy.
I'm bringing it back.
Wanting to visit his father, Arthur went to Wayne Manor and found Thomas's young son Bruce alone, playing by himself behind the gate.
Bruce. Oh, Bruce Wayne? That man Kardashian that always looks like he's allergic to the sun? That's why Thomas Wayne sounded so familiar.
Yeah, do you know what happens to Thomas Wayne or the things that Bruce has been through?
I do. Not. I just see articles about him here and there looking like he's been up for a long ass time.
Alright, fair enough. Then you have no idea what's coming. That's exciting.
Arthur attempted to entertain Bruce but was confronted by Alfred Pennyworth, the longtime Wayne family butler. He remembered Penny Fleck and informed Arthur that his mother was delusional. Arthur assaulted Alfred in front of Bruce before fleeing the scene.
Alfred Pennyworth? If that ain't the most butler-ass name there ever was.
He actually, at least last time I checked, still serves as Bruce's butler.
See? Born a butler, the name doesn't lie. Wait, Thomas Wayne doesn't have a butler anymore?
Nope.
So he, gave him a person as a birthday present? That seems messed up and illegal.
During Arthur's visit to stately Wayne Manor, two detectives, Garrity and Burke, paid a visit to Arthur's apartment to question him about the incident at the children's hospital. They spoke with Penny, who was so distraught over the news that she suffered a stroke and had to be rushed to the hospital.
Oh God, that's sad. They showed up and broke his mom? I couldn't imagine my mom finding out I did something horrid and being told about it by a stranger.
Have you done something horrid?
Hey, real quick, just mute the mic.
Gotham as a whole fell further into unrest as the protesters adopting the clown motif grew and attended one of Wayne's mayoral campaign benefits that took place in a theater. Arthur used the opportunity to sneak in, steal an usher's uniform, and confront Thomas Wayne in the bathroom.
In usher uniform?
Yeah, like the big red coat and the pillbox hat thing, like Jackie Kennedy joined the Bloods.
Oh, I thought you meant the R&B singer.
This case takes place in the 80s. Did you really expect it to be about Usher the singer?
No, but I did think it would be funny.
Alright, sorry to cramp your style.
Ludacris fills cups like double D's.
That was Ludacris, not Usher.
But Usher was in the song.
Alright, true.
What happened next?
Wayne bluntly told Arthur that he wasn't his father, and that Arthur wasn't even Penny's child.
Dude, what?
He was well aware of when Penny adopted him, and that she was insane and spent time committed to Arkham State Hospital.
Man, I would not let my freak flag fly in Gotham.
I have absolutely no idea what you mean.
I would not showcase any of my mental illnesses there. They send their loonies to a place called Arkham? That sounds creepy as shit.
Why do you keep saying that? Are you comfortably flaunting them now?
Yeah, baby.
Back at home, Arthur dodged the calls and visits of GCPD officers before receiving a call that would change his life.
7 days.
No, Arthur did not receive a call from the Ring.
It was a good guess, though, right?
No.
Arthur was notified that somebody had recorded the set he bombed and sent the video into live with Murray Franklin's offices, and they wanted him to appear on the show.
Wow, that's great. Finally a win. Anyway, that does it for us today. Keep it real and keep it strange.
We're not done.
Yeah, but this sounds like a happy ending, and I would really like a happy ending, so peace!
We still haven't gotten to the clown stuff.
There have been 300 clowns in this story so far.
Yeah, but the main clown doing the main clown stuff.
Alright, fine. Well, they better be hot.
Emboldened by this new opportunity, Arthur decided that he needed answers. An orderly who wished to remain anonymous stated on record that a man later confirmed to be Arthur Fleck requested Penny's files. He opted not to allow Arthur to read them after taking a peek at the contents. However, Mr. Fleck snatched the files and made a run for it.
I'm just so unsettled at what he's going to find. I know bad things happen to people in all of these stories, but this sounds like some truly heavy stuff. It's hard to, do my joke thing in these circumstances.
I get that, but this is an infamous case and one that deserves to be told.
Why?
Because the people deserve to know.
What people? This is publicly accessible information. That's how you got it.
Yeah, but our listeners...
What listeners? You mean Dylan? Because that's our listeners. One dude named Dylan.
Alright, sorry for trying to take this shit seriously.
Alright, if the next thing you say is depressing, I am going to lose it.
Hey, Dylan.
The files revealed that Penny suffered from delusional psychosis and narcissistic personality disorder, as well as endangered the welfare of her child. The file contained his adoption papers, as well as the revelation that she allowed one of her boyfriends to abuse Arthur and leave him chained to a radiator, where he was discovered malnourished and in desperate need of medical attention. This trauma resulted in his laughing tic.
Mike.
Yeah, I can't justify a reason for that not being terrible, but it happened.
God, this clown better be so hot.
Devastated by this, Arthur was later found on the couch in the apartment of a single mother who lived down the hall from him. Arthur had been harboring delusions of the two having dated, but she wasn't even sure of his name.
Okay, I did feel bad for this guy, but that is certified creep behavior.
He wasn't in his right mind.
Oh, at that instant, or ever, was he?
Yeah, not really.
Arthur left the apartment without incident, miming a gun and aiming at his head, and returning to his apartment, where he would laugh hysterically through the night.
Oh, well, I mean, he was gentlemanly about his delusion, I guess?
What do you mean?
Like, usually people would be like, no, this is real, and try and force people to accept it. At least in the cases that the YouTube blood vultures like us would cover. He was just like, you're not my girlfriend? My bad. Let me go chuckle it up someplace else. Have a good one.
That is a sweet way to look at it.
The next day, Arthur would visit his mother and smother her in her hospital bed.
Dude.
With his head start on the detectives working his case, Arthur returned home and prepared for his appearance on Murray Franklin's show, dyeing his hair green and painting his face a ghostly white.
Ah, shit. Okay, you win. The clown does sound hot.
Two of Arthur's co-workers, Gary and Randall, showed up to check on him. They had heard of Penny's passing and were concerned for his well-being.
That's actually nice. None of my old co-workers gave a shit to check on me.
Didn't you work from home?
Yeah.
So, what coworkers?
My cats. I feed them and they're never like, Papa, how are you?
Okay, good point. You should think about reporting them to HR.
Arthur stabbed Randall in the neck with a pair of scissors and left him dead on the floor. Gary, who was a little person, reacted in terror and couldn't reach the lock on the apartment door to escape.
Ah, I feel that pain. I hope my fellow short king makes a hasty getaway.
Arthur unlatched the door and promised Gary he wouldn't hurt him, as he was the only one that was ever nice to him.
Shit. He's an awful person, but that's kind of heartwarming.
Arthur donned a red suit and added clown accents to his face before making his way to the subway for his live television debut.
Have you ever thought about being a guest on a late night show?
Not really, but you usually only ask me questions when you have an answer.
If I were ever on a late night show, I'd want it to be Craig Ferguson.
I don't think he even has a show anymore, man.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he's straight up missing. Where has he been?
He was in Brave and the How to Train Your Dragon movies, wasn't he?
No.
I could have sworn.
Those are cartoons, Mike. How would a real man be in a cartoon?
It was his voice.
No, that was Gobber's voice.
Craig Ferguson voiced Gobber.
No, that isn't...
You do know that people voice cartoon characters, right? They don't, draw the voices.
Is this new technology?
Nope, since the beginning of cartoons with sound.
So Buzz Lightyear is...
Tim Allen.
The Tool Man?
Yeah, and Woody is Tom Hanks.
Who the hell is Tom Hanks?
Oh, I got a good one. You know who voiced Gizmo in Gremlins?
Gremlins isn't a cartoon. That's just what Mogwais sound like.
Alright. The whole detour I don't want to take, do you know who voices Bobby in Bobby's World?
Probably like the cutest kid ever.
Nope. Howie Mandel. Did I break your brain a little? Why are you running? I think I may have just lost my co-host. We're going to take a little break. I'm going to find him and then we'll Continue this.
Wow. Wow! That sure is creepy. I, for one, would hate to be fed piece by piece to a large man hypnotized into thinking he's a bear. I sure do hope they catch that shrapnel face the clown guy. He sounds like a real bitch.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm recording some bumpers to fill time if I ever, freak out.
Oh. Good idea.
Guys, this wonderful episode is brought to you by the subscribe button. If you click that playful, sexy little button, it'll let you know whenever we have a new video. And that'll help us grow.
Oh, tell them what we decided to do when we hit 100 subscribers.
If we hit 100 subscribers, Mike's going to stop hitting me after we record.
Dude. All right, he's kidding. That's a joke. When we hit 100 subscribers, we will cover the infamous Crystal Lake Massacre. No, I don't hit him.
Yeah. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, because,
Okay, we are back once more. Cody is here. Say hi, Cody.
I'm not going to sleep again. Ever.
Arthur encountered the two detectives working his case and ran on foot to the subway, where he blended in with the crowd of protesters dressed similarly. One of the detectives fired a fatal shot into one of the protesters, causing the rest to swarm them, allowing Arthur the chance to escape. Both detectives were left in critical condition afterward, but would ultimately survive.
Howie Mandel. Really?
Are you listening to the story?
Yeah, the detectives got their asses beat, but Howie Mandel did that with his mouth?
Backstage at Murray Franklin's show, he met with Murray Franklin and his producer, Gene Ufland. They raised concern over Arthur's choice in attire given the current climate in Gotham.
What was wrong with his attire?
He was dressed like a clown.
Right.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
What?
why is that a big deal?
All of the protesters are dressed like clowns.
Okay.
Arthur requested that when Murray brought him out, he referred to him under his new name, Joker.
It's pretty cool, to be honest. Out of all the cards in the deck, that's the coolest one to be named. What else is there? Hey, fellas, call me the Queen of Spades.
I don't think that's a, Can you cut out and send me that sound clip?
Yeah, why?
No reason.
Oh, wait, Ace would be cool.
Nope. You're the Queen of Spades now and forever.
Murray Franklin's show started normally enough. An interview with famous media personality Dr. Sally, before the planned segment with Arthur, which was meant to be a short and awkward chat with a weird Gotham citizen. But Joker came out with newfound confidence of a man with nothing to lose. He pulled out a notebook and began telling morbid knock-knock jokes that spurred outrage from the audience, Dr. Sally, and Murray himself.
What was the joke?
I'm not sure. The episode itself is, for the most part, lost media. People didn't really record this stuff back then, and the network isn't quick to share, obviously. The events are well documented, but only a few snippets of actual footage have found their way into the wild.
Why not? Does somebody say, a bad word?
Yes, actually, but that's the least of their problems.
Joker and Murray's back and forth resulted in him confessing, live on television, to killing the three men on the subway.
Rule number 1 to shooting people on a subway is don't go telling people on live TV that you shot people on the subway. At least back then. Now, nobody really has cable, so it's fine. But rule number 1 back then was don't snitch, especially on yourself.
Yeah, I don't think he cared whether he got caught or not at this point.
The audience initially thought it was a tasteless joke, but Murray saw the truth and began to berate Joker for his slaying of the three young men. Joker declared that if it had been him on the street, they would have ignored him, but since they were three rich young men that worked for Thomas Wayne, everyone felt bad for them.
That is true. You don't exist unless you're pulling down high six figures. Anything less is just walking garbage.
Jesus, man.
Not in my eyes. Not in my eyes. In the eyes of the society we live in. Know what I'm saying?
Joker continued to air his grievances about the class divide in Gotham, the apathy of society as a whole, and Thomas Wayne, as Murray Franklin argued that everyone wasn't awful. Joker told him that he was awful, for trying to bring him on the show to make fun of him.
Ooh, got you there, bitch.
Murray attempted to end the interview, but Joker began to tell one last joke.
Oh, God. If I get suckered into another rendition of the Aristocats.
Aristocrats.
What?
The joke you're talking about is the Aristocrats. Aristocats is a movie about cats. Fancy Cats, I'm assuming. I haven't seen it.
Regardless, I don't want to be tricked into sitting through either of them.
The joke was purported to read as follows. What do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner with a society that abandons him and treats him like trash? You get what you fucking deserve. He then pulled out his revolver and fired a bullet directly into Murray Franklin's eye, splattering his brains against his show's logo that hung behind his chair.
Huh. I don't get it.
He shot Murray Franklin in the face.
Yeah, but was it wordplay? Or I don't know what it... Oh, I bet you it's one of those jokes that, I'll get later in the day when I'm doing dishes or something. Just please continue.
As the crowd scattered, Joker shot Murray again, did an awkward dance, and then grabbed the camera and used Murray's usual sign-off phrase before the network could cut the feed, and he was taken into custody.
He managed to do all of that before the network cut the feed. Somebody was thinking about Donkey Kong there. I mean, Janet Jackson's titty got cut away almost immediately.
Yeah, I guess back then it was a little more difficult.
I just realized I don't want anyone to misinterpret what I said. They cut away from her titty in the footage. They didn't cut her titty off, just for clarity's sake.
Thank you for the clarification, Cody.
Between the shooting of one of their own and Joker's TV appearance, the clowns' protests had broken into a full-on riot. Destruction spread across the city as stores were looted, fires were set, and rich Gotham citizens were the subject of violence.
Were there guillotines?
No, but probably just because those are pretty unwieldy.
Yeah, I guess so.
2 such victims were followed into an alley that has since become known as Crime Alley, after leaving a movie theater with their son, and tailed by one of the clowns who recognized them. He shot the 2 parents, leaving the son behind to watch his parents die. This was how Bruce Wayne became an orphan.
Wait, Thomas Wayne got capped by one of the protesters?
Yeah, he and his wife Martha.
Damn, I didn't know rich people used alleyways.
They probably used them less after this.
So Bruce just got run of the house like Richie Rich?
I'm pretty sure Richie Rich still had parents, but no. He was raised by Alfred.
Right, you did say that Bruce owns Alfred Pennyworth now.
He's a person. Nobody owns him.
But, did Alfred still get paid? Because that would suck. Hey, I'm sorry I'm dead and can't sign any more paychecks. Also, take care of my little orphan. I'm sure he has a bunch of mental health issues he didn't before we left that movie theater. Peace.
He became Bruce's guardian, so I'm pretty sure he had full access to the funds that the Wayne dynasty still rakes in.
Oh, wow. That's cool as hell, then. You could be a butler with a butler? Oof. But what would be a more butler-sounding name than Alfred Pennyworth?
I don't know. Let's hop back.
Nigel Clutterbuck?
I guess that does sound like...
Gavin Cobblebatch?
You done?
Buddy Buttleson?
That was the weakest one.
Joker was hailed a hero for the downtrodden in Gotham, but ended up committed to Arkham, where he would kill the therapist appointed to him, resulting in his transfer to the maximum security wing.
I would have started him there. Yeah, dude, you caused a riot and shot a bunch of people because of your mental instability. Now go into this room alone, with a person specifically hired to poke around in your brains.
This is our final segment where I prod around Cody's head to see what he thinks of the case we just discussed. You ready, Cody?
Not a chance, big dog. Hit me.
Alright, so, Gotham City. You think that's responsible for, what did you refer to as?
Shithole.
Right, you think these events are what resulted in it becoming said shithole?
Before this, they didn't even have garbage men, so I don't know. Kind of sounds like it already blew, but I guess it didn't help, especially now that they have that dude in a bat costume punching everyone.
Yeah, the Batman is an interesting feature for a city to have.
Oh, I actually thought of something.
Oh, wow, that's rare.
Fuck you.
What's the thought?
So, the Batman started turning up around when Bruce Wayne started man-Kardashianing around, always looking like he'd never seen the sun. The Batman only comes out at night, wears a cape, pretends to be a bat.
Okay, I think I see where you're going.
The Batman is a vampire, and he bit Bruce Wayne.
What?
What were you thinking?
I don't remember now.
Any other questions then?
Do you think there's anything that could have prevented this?
Universal health care, including mental health care.
They also could.
No, that's it. Gotham would have so many fewer problems if they were just like, oh, for real? Hit up the hospital. We got you.
Honestly, you aren't wrong. That's a solid goddamn answer.
So what are we doing next?
Well, that's a tough one. Our next episode is the closest to your birthday, so I have to think of it.
Grim Cuddy.
Again, that is not a case. That is a movie. We cover true crime like Chucky and Megan, not Grim Cuddy.
I'm going to plan for us to do Grim Cuddy.
Man, we're not doing Grim Cuddy.
If you're not going to do it, I have research to get to. Everyone, keep it real.
Cody.
Everyone, keep it real.
And keep it strange. We're not doing Grim Cuddy. Thanks for joining us.